question. What is up? What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Uncle Mike is in. I had to come inside, y'all. I had to come in. It's hotter than 100 hamburgers in the Philippines. But check this out, man. Surviving Diddy Part 1 through 5. The untold story of P. Diddy's party. Freak off, power and secrets. Power and secrets. Now, let me let y'all know, man. I had to set up, make sure everything's straight and everything, man. I'm still in the Philippines. I bought a reaction rig, just enough to do some videos and everything, man. Shout out to everybody who's supporting the channel. Shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to the subscribers. You guys are awesome. Check it out, man. I wasn't gonna do this surviving P. Diddy, but I said, you know what? We should do it because Diddy now got a lawsuit out on these people, man, that did the surviving Diddy. I'm like, these people, the more we react to this stuff, the more craziness. There are so many spins that I didn't even know that was gonna spin. Does that make sense? Hey, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I've been showing some stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna show on this video, man. But I've been, y'all check out some of the videos I've been doing that we actually did some videos. It's a little kid outside the window looking at me while I'm looking at him. But the more I look at him, the more he turn away. The people in the Philippines are beautiful people, man. But anyway, Surviving Diddy. This is part 1 through 5. Now, I don't know how many parts of it. I ain't never seen it, man. Most of the time when I'm bringing y'all these reactions, this is the first time I'm seeing it. My team is saying, do this one, do that one. And it brings to me, it brings a better reaction when I'm just seeing it for the first time. So shout out to everybody who liked the channel because you seeing Uncle Mike react to what's happening. I mean, I know what's happening, but this is my first time reaction. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out, 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 out. Shout out to everybody who missed the echo like Uncle Mike does. Let's check it out, man. Here we go.
There are so many witnesses. There are so many victims.
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at.
Is there anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to puffy camp?
Hell
Oh, wait a minute, y'all. This is facts. I'm trying to teach y'all something, man. Uncle Mike trying to teach y'all something also. Wait a minute. Body language, man. Look, watch Puffy's body language. Watch this, watch this.
If I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at.
Is there anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
You're a dad.
Puffy looking at her like, you better not say. He want to use the B word first. He want to say, you better not say a word. Oh my God, that's crazy, man. Watch
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at.
Is there anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to puffy camp?
Hell no.
You try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners.
I keep everything right here. There you go. Or right here.
There you go. Let's just go get some girls.
Man after my heart, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
My number.
Yeah.
Is this a sociopath or
Let's
is
just
this
go get some
somebody
girls.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh!
that can be redeemed? And I'm not talking about in business or to the world. I think it's a wrap for that.
I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
I mean, like, his soul.
I never liked him. I met him a bunch of times, but I never liked him.
Cause P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no.
About my party, they're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me.
When they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them. I put them to sleep.
I mean, the after party. You need locks on the doors.
No, I know about them.
A lot of heat.
Physically, the place has to be hot.
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
How do I address you?
You can call me Love.
Wow. Now my man done did all this, right? My man done did all this, man, and his music don't sell that good. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, wake up. Puffy does all this behind the scenes business and making moves. But if you put Puffy on a song by himself, look at his album and go look at the numbers. Look at the numbers, man. How many? Every breath you take, he gotta take every move you make. You gotta take that one away. You know why? That ain't his song. That ain't his song. He didn't write it. He just in the video. That's it, man. That's it. If you break this shit down, you would know. Shout out to Tupac, Biggie, and everybody else that got the real talent.
Imagine waking up one day and the very foundation you've built your belief system on crumbles beneath you. For decades, Sean Diddy Combs was untouchable, a king among mortals, a figure that embodied hustle, success, and cultural power. He wasn't just a man, he was a symbol. The Bad Boy Records empire, his billion-dollar deals with Diego and Revolt TV, his Lifetime Achievement Awards. These were the bricks in the fortress of a legacy that seemed impenetrable. But here's the thing about legacy. It's fragile. All it takes is one crack, one accusation, and suddenly the whole structure collapses, like a house of cards. You see, for years we believed in the myth of Diddy. We wanted to believe in the fairy tale of his rise from nothing to everything, a narrative of grit, hustle, and endless success. But now we're confronted with a darker truth. The allegations that have surfaced, stories of sexual assault, abuse, and manipulation, are like a cold splash of water to the face. And it's forcing us to ask, what happened?
Dude, I swear, Jan, I swear, I don't mean to stop it every time.
Stories of sexual assault, abuse, and manipulation are like a cold splash of water to the face. And it's forcing us to ask.
I'm trying to tell y'all right now, my intuition, we the best music. He going down. I can't figure out, man, I hate to say this about anybody, but that gut feeling, man, I'm noticing that this is a new picture that I ain't never seen him in. This is a new picture I ain't never seen him in. So I think that he is going to be going down. We the best music, yeah, most definitely. It's something about him, man, that just like the aerial.
Ask, what happens when the hero of the story is revealed as the villain all along? This is the story of Sean Combs, a man who rose to unimaginable heights only to have it all come crashing down piece by piece. And like any good story, it's about to get a lot more complicated. Sean John Combs was born on November 4th, 1969, in the Harlem neighborhood of New York City. He was raised by his mother, Janice Combs, after his father, Melvin Earl Combs, was murdered in 1974 when he was just 3 years old. Melvin Combs was a big drug dealer for Harlem mobsters and ultimately died in a drug deal gone wrong. Meanwhile, Janice took on 3 jobs: as a teacher, substitute teacher, and escort. As an escort, it's been reported that Janice would take her clients back home and have sex with them in front of Diddy, exposing him to adult activity at an early age, which makes you think, Is this where the idea of freak-offs subconsciously came to Diddy? Furthermore, upon looking at the dynamic of Janice and Diddy on camera, it does make you think if this is a normal mother and son relationship.
But people are saying that that's not his mother. Is that his mother or not, man? Make up y'all mind. Y'all confusing Uncle Mike. Is that the mother or not? Make up your mind. Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Is she really the biological mother, or that's the aunt? And he just call her mommy.
Over the years, Combs has gone by various names, including Puffy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Diddy, and Love, which he legally made his middle name in 2021. He earned the nickname Puffy in high school because of his habit of puffing out his chest to make his body seem bigger. Combs majored in business administration at Howard University, producing weekly dance parties and running an airport shuttle service while attending classes. He dropped out to pursue an internship.
And that's when I met Puffy. I met him at Howard University, which is like a 30-minute drive from where I live. 35 minutes. Just in case somebody say, you lying, it's longer than that, it's 35. We live right around the corner from Howard University. And I was a sound technician and running with different sound companies that actually did, when they was going to do big parties, they needed the big speakers and the microphones and all that. That's where I came in at. So I had a lot of dealings with Puffy. The companies dealt with Puffy, not me, but I had a dealings with him when he was at the shows, and excuse me, I'm trying to wind up these cords. Oh, no problem, bro, my bad. I talked to him. See, this is close to Uncle Mike, because I tried, now that Bad Boy is Bad Boy, I tried to be part of the clique. Shoot, I wanted to be down with the crew, but anyway, here we go.
At Uptown Records, which led to a talent director position. Combs repeatedly rose to the level of vice president and had success producing several key artists for Uptown, but left the company in the early 1990s due to being fired from Andre Harrell.
I let Puff go. For the whole time he was let go, he was always on payroll. I never stopped paying him until he found his next spot. His artists were always still getting per diem, because I didn't do it to hurt him, but obviously, I knew it was time for him to grow.
In 1993, Combs started his own record company, Bad Boy Records.
I named it Bad Boy because I wanted to go against the grain. Anytime you go against the grain, they consider you like kind of bad. Nothing negative, nothing like hardcore. Just, I didn't want to be regular. I didn't want to just make records. I didn't want to just make money. I wanted to make history.
And here's the thing. Bad Boy Records wasn't just a record label, it was a revolution. Combs had this vision to reshape the sound of hip-hop, and with Biggie Smalls at his side, he did just that. The hits came like an unstoppable wave. Juicy, Big Papa, Mo Money, Mo Problems. Suddenly, Sean Puffy Combs wasn't just making music, he was creating culture. He became a legend not just because of his talents, but because of his belief that he could be more than just an industry player. He could be the industry.
It all goes back to one point. So I have a dream. A lot of times people see your dreams as they crazy. You going for your passion you have for your dreams may make you act crazy. You trying to reach your goals for your dreams. You're driven, The dreams you have are so visionary, they may call you a genius. But it's just, I'm a dreamer. I love closing my eyes and dreaming. I don't really deal with reality when I deal with trying to work towards the future.
But here's the thing about legends. They often start to believe in their own immortality. And when you think you're untouchable, you stop seeing the cracks forming beneath your feet. As Combs expanded his empire, fashion, liquor, television, he evolved from a mogul into a monarch. He wasn't just successful, he was royalty. He didn't just rule Bad Boy Records, he ruled culture. Every room he walked into, every deal he made reinforced the idea that he was indestructible, that his empire would stand forever. But here's the kicker. What happens when the king forgets he's human? when the power he's wielded so confidently begins to morph into something darker, more insidious. When the empire you've built starts to crack under the weight of its own unchecked ambition. The answer to that question is where our story really begins. Because while the world saw Diddy's ascent to power, few were prepared for the fall that was waiting just around the corner. And trust me, what's coming next? You won't want to miss it. Success does funny things to people. It's intoxicating, like a drug.
Shucks.
One hit and suddenly you're invincible. But here's the dirty little secret no one wants to talk about. With great power comes great temptation. And Sean Combs, he wasn't immune. In fact, he seemed to be the perfect example of how power can corrupt absolutely. Behind the velvet ropes, the VIP passes and the red carpets, there was a shadow growing around Combs. One that no chart-topping hit could ever cover. For every champagne bottle popped, there was a whispered rumor. For every deal signed in broad daylight, there were whispers of what went down after the parties, away from the cameras. And Sean Diddy Combs' legal troubles began over 33 years ago. In 1991, according to a November 2023 lawsuit, Combs and the R&B singer Aaron Hall allegedly sexually assaulted an unnamed victim and a friend after a music industry event, then beat her several days later when confronted. Next was yet another incident that happened in 1991, according to another November 2023 lawsuit. Combs allegedly drugged, sexually assaulted, and videotaped 19-year-old Joe Dickerson Neal after going on a date with her. Joe Dickerson Neal has come forward as the second individual to accuse the music icon Sean Diddy Combs of drugging and raping her in 1991. On November 23rd of 2023, she filed a lawsuit in the Manhattan Supreme Court just before the New York State Adult Survivors Act's deadline. Along with the allegations of sexual assault, she accuses Diddy of engaging in revenge porn, claiming he shared explicit footage of her with others in the music industry. Neal states that the circulation of this video has severely impacted her health, reputation, and career opportunities. Her lawsuit follows a similar legal action by Cassie Ventura, who we'll talk about in future episodes, filed on November 16th of 2023. Joe Dickerson Neal was born in 1970 in New York and raised by her mother after her father passed away when she was just 6 months old. She credits her mother for instilling strong moral values. In 1987, she enrolled at Syracuse University, majoring in psychology. To support her studies, she worked as a server at Wells Restaurant in Harlem, and later as a receptionist at the talent agency Apple One. She also worked as an assistant for DJ Funkmaster Flex's company and a location scout for cameraman Gary Brewer, collaborating on music videos for Grammy-winning artists like A Tribe Called Quest and more. Joy Dickerson Neal's lawsuit outlines a harrowing story of sexual assault, humiliation, and emotional trauma, allegedly at the hands of Sean Diddy Combs. At the time, they were part of the same social circle and had worked together on the music video for Straight From The Soul by Finesse and Sequoias. Although she initially resisted his advances due to rumors of his misogynistic behavior, she eventually agreed to have dinner with him. On November 3, 1991, Joy Dickerson Neal alleges that Sean Diddy Combs drugged her drink while she was in the restroom at Wells Restaurant in Harlem. She claims he then took her to a recording studio and later his home where he sexually assaulted her, causing severe pelvic pain. Traumatized by the experience, she chose not to seek medical help or report the incident to the police, a common response for many survivors of sexual assault. Studies show that 63% of rape victims never file a report. According to her lawsuit,
wait a minute, let's see how many percent, what's the percentage?
Response for many survivors of sexual assault. Studies show that 63% of rape victims never file a report. According to her lawsuit, she withdrew into isolation at home, only confiding in her.
So what he just said was more than half of the people who've been raped, I'm sorry, who been R-ed. I have to delete, where we at? I gotta delete that. More than half has been R-ed. We gotta say R-ed, y'all. So we gotta change that. Anyway, more than half don't even report it. They just rather just say, you know what, this person, I don't want to be embarrassed that this happened to me. Imagine a man being R-ed. Imagine that. Imagine you being R-ed. Would you come forward and tell people and let everybody know that you've been R-ed? Somebody that took your boo-boo, your virgin butthole. You got to protect it. Are you going to tell people the truth that, hey, he raped me, he put his private part in my butthole and I couldn't stop it? Think about it. Just think about it. That's all I'm saying.
He showed that
That's crazy.
63% of rape victims never file a report. According to her lawsuit, she withdrew into isolation at home, only confiding in her best friend when she felt safe enough to do so. Joy Dickerson Neal's lawsuit draws significant parallels to the allegations made by Cassie Ventura against Sean Diddy Combs, suggesting a potential pattern of gender-based violence. According to Neal, shortly after the alleged rape, she discovered that Diddy had secretly recorded the incident without her consent. She claims a mutual friend, Devontae Swing, revealed that Diddy had shown him the tape and told her that everyone had seen it. Although Devontae wanted to confront Diddy, his fear of losing Jodeci's record deal, Diddy was their A&R at the time, kept him silent, reflecting the bystander betrayal that often enables sexual violence. The multiple traumas Neal describes, including the assault, the humiliation of the recording, and the psychological toll, led to severe emotional distress.
This what kills me right here, y'all. Look how young Jay-Z is, and look how young Puffy is in this video.
The multiple traumas Neal describes, including the...
Look, that's Puffy right there, right? But Jay-Z lawyer said they're not friends. Jay-Z lawyer said they're not friends, right? Watch this, look here, watch this. You got Puffy right there. Look how young he looks. Years of doing this bull.
The assault, the humiliation of the...
Look at Jay-Z. Look how young Jay-Z look. Short head. Look all that equipment around him. They've been balling like this for a long time, doing this bull.
Recording and the psychological toll led to severe emotional distress. She struggled with flashbacks, insomnia, and depression, ultimately dropping out of school and seeking mental health care for clinical depression and suicidal thoughts. During her recovery, Neal claimed she filed police reports in both New York and New Jersey and tried to retrieve the revenge porn footage. However, those who had seen the tapes were allegedly too afraid to defy Diddy and refused to come forward. Her lawsuit also recounts an uncomfortable encounter at a work event where Diddy allegedly cornered her, knelt down, and insisted on his innocence. Neal claims her employer witnessed the exchange and later asked her about it. The saddest part is, at the time it didn't matter because of how connected Combs already was in 1991.
Hey, you know what? This is Mike Tyson. You are a dude. Mike Tyson was sitting on that couch, and you know Diddy made a pass at you on that couch. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And Mike Tyson looked like, what the hell? You know, Mike Tyson know that he made that pass. So why are you partying with this dude that tried to make a pass at you, and you don't go like that? Why are you still there? Bullshit. It's all bullshit, man. It's bullshit. I'm gonna party with the man because that's Puff Daddy. Nah, dog, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna party with you. I don't care how big you are. You're a snake, I don't like you, and I ain't gonna be around you. And every second I have, I'm gonna tell you that you a punk, I don't like you. Get away from me. Try to make a pass at me on that couch.
Changed and later asked her about it. The saddest part is, at the time it didn't matter because of how connected Combs already was in 1991. And 2 years later, with the formation of Bad Boy Records, Combs was in a different stratosphere. And when you're making the kind of money that Bad Boy was raking in, no one wants to rock the boat. Not the executives, not the lawyers, not even the artists. The brand was bigger than the people. Way bigger. And Combs? Well, he was the puppet master, pulling every string, making sure his empire stayed intact. Until it didn't. Because you can only keep the truth in the shadows for so long before it starts crawling into the light. And the light, my friends, is coming. The cracks are starting to widen. And when they do, what leaks out is going to change everything.
What's good, Diddy? What's good, Diddy? No. What's good, Diddy?
He took me out of a dangerous game, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was selling drugs real hard, you know? And when I got the record deal, all that got cut short. So it's like he Jesus to me, you know what I'm saying? Because he just saved me. And it's real, and I go all out.
Nah, I ain't saying none of that. I'm not Jesus.
To
Jesus.
Me, I look at him like, I say Jesus.
And the next question is, watch out for the thunder out this month.
He saved me. Love you.
As Combs, due to her being a white woman. During an event in 1995, the court documents state that Combs forced himself on top of her and kissed her forcefully. Lampros claimed that she attempted to turn her head to avoid Combs' advances, but he grabbed her face and continued to take off her clothes before her. Lampros alleged that 3 other sexual assaults occurred in 1995, 1996, and towards the end of 2000. She claimed that Combs forced her to perform oral sex in a parking garage, forced Kim Porter to have sex with her before her, and violently grabbed her and forced himself onto her when he showed up to her apartment. The last alleged incident occurred while Combs was in a relationship with Lopez, which was mentioned in the court filing. Lampros also claimed that Combs recorded the 2 of them having sex and attempted to distribute the recording. The documents state that while Lampros was attending a function, a gentleman informed the man Miss Lampros was dating that he should reconsider dating her because he personally saw a video of her and Sean Combs having sex. Lampros claimed she wasn't aware she was being recorded. 1 year later, in 1996, Combs was actually found guilty of criminal mischief for threatening a photographer from the New York Post with a gun, but wasn't given any charges for this encounter. As the lights glowed bright in the music industry, you could see the shadows that lurked behind the man who rose to the top, Sean P. Diddy Combs. Surrounded by fame and fortune, P. Diddy was untouchable, or so he thought. Success had wrapped him in a cocoon of power, and the warnings from those who tried to reach out were dismissed. They said he was out of control, but the heights of his success and the darkness from his childhood fueled his ego. The demons of his past grew stronger, slipping into his adult life and leaving a trail of chaos. Just 1 year after Combs was found guilty of criminal mischief from threatening a photographer with a gun, tragedy struck. In 1997, a drive-by shooting took the life of Christopher Wallace, better known as the Notorious B.I.G., at just 24 years old. The murder shocked the world and left a gaping wound in hip-hop, one that many believe was connected to the storm surrounding P. Diddy. Los Angeles became the scene of a tragedy that marked the end of an era, but the beginning of a new chapter in Combs' life, one that would be marked by controversy and indulgence. By 1998, Combs' lavish lifestyle reached new heights as he began hosting his infamous Hampton all-white parties. These gatherings became the stuff of legend, attracting a who's who of the music industry, actors, real estate moguls, and even sports team owners. They were a symbol of Diddy's newfound status, his place above everyone else, where the rules of ordinary life no longer applied. But these parties, known for their secrecy and indulgence, would later come back to haunt him, becoming the focus of a federal indictment on September 16th, or better known as freak-offs. Throughout it all, P. Diddy moved as if he were untouchable, believing that he could walk over anyone who got in his way. But the cracks in that invisible image started showing early on. In 1999, he faced 2 arrests that would challenge his carefully curated persona. In April, he was charged with 2 felonies after beating record executive Steve Stout in a brutal confrontation involving fists, a champagne bottle, a telephone, and a chair. An apology and a reported payment of $500,000 helped the charges fade away, with Combs agreeing to a single day of anger management. Just months later, in December, he found himself in legal trouble again, this time with then girlfriend Jennifer Lopez and rapper Shine, following a nightclub shooting in New York.
They were drawing from their hip, and I turned to tell my friend, like, "Ooh, girl, watch out. Oh my God." Because there was really nowhere for me to go. Where I was standing, there was a wrought iron metal rail to my back. There was nowhere for me to go. And so as they were going back, they were backing back, like literally walking backwards towards the door, drawing from their hip. I told my friend, I said, "Oh my God, watch out." As I turned back to look at them, I watched them, bow, bow. Both of them fired, and the muzzle flash was like, psh, psh. Shine's muzzle flash was a little higher. He was on the side closest to the bar. Puffy's muzzle flash was a little lower, and he was on the side closest to where I was, straight ahead from me. I watched them both fire their guns. I watched them. I got hit right here, in my nose, in between my eyes, which means I'm facing directly at you.
Although Combs was eventually acquitted.
And it's funny because she tells the story of, this whole story that she tells is so interesting, y'all. I just want y'all to know this, that she tells the story because she's told it on my channel because I interviewed her. This lady got shot in the face by Puffy. She'd know it. And people, how can you get shot in the face by Puffy and Shine go to jail and do 10 years and Puffy don't do nothing? They both had guns. Okay, forget that. Let's go back to this. She tells the story of this. She actually had to go back in and change her shoes. She's saying that God told her to change her shoes because she had on some heels. She took the heels off, or the heels went on or off, or whatever. But the fact that she didn't have the heels on, or she did have the heels on, made that much of a difference, where the doctor said if she had on them other shoes, she would have been dead. That's the point. The point is, if she didn't change her shoes, she wouldn't be on this earth today. Think about that.
I watched them. I got hit right here, in my nose, in between my eyes, which means I'm facing directly at you.
Although Combs was eventually acquitted on the weapons charge, the incident further solidified his reputation for living beyond the bounds of the law. But the story doesn't end here. If anything, it's just the beginning. The freak-off parties that began in 1998 now cast long shadows over Combs' legacy, and the survivors of those who witnessed his rise and reign are finally coming forward. The next episode will explore their stories, the secrets they've held, and what lies beneath the glamorous surface of the man known as Sean Diddy Combs. What other dark truths remain hidden, waiting to be uncovered? And will P. Diddy's past continue to haunt his future? Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the untold stories, the life, and the legacy of one of the most controversial figures in hip-hop history in our docu-series Surviving Diddy, as we continue to expose the Diddler.
Part 2 of 5. We might as well keep going with the next part, man, but we're gonna make it a whole different video. Check it out, man. For a person, and you got some talent, cuz. You got some talent of swindling other people. Because for a person that ain't got no daggone musical talents, he don't play an instrument. Am I right? Y'all let me know if I'm right or wrong. Puffy don't play an instrument. He can rap. Anybody can rap. He can't sing. He can close deals because he can talk a lot and close deals. That's the only talent he has, that he can close deals. But long story short, he don't have no musical talent, period. And you think I can't prove? If we had to go to court, check this out, y'all. If Uncle Mike had to go to court on what I'm just saying right now, you best believe I'll win. Because you don't have no musical talent, not like Uncle Mike does. Look here, man. I'm gonna get on up out of here. I don't know who making all this noise back there, but I'm in the Philippines. I'm at their house. They back there making, I can't even see what they doing back there. But I'm gonna stop this video. We're gonna do the next video. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Uncle Mike wanna know, let me know if you're an ender. Let me know if you're an ender. Shout out to all my enders. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, share a video. Let me know if you're an ender and you're a share. Share it on Facebook. Everybody got a Facebook. Share somewhere. Share this video somewhere, man. Help Uncle Mike grow this channel. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.